That is really quite bad. What's up guys, it's Kevin here. Today I'm going to share with you my skincare purging experiences from this to this after using BHAs from the Be The Skin Pore Zero range. I don't know about you guys, but I have rarely gotten a purge. The last time I did was when I was using the Sun By Me HA, BHA, PHA range last year, and it completely ruined my skin. Was really bad, really red, and I never ever touched hydroxy acids ever again. This year I thought, it's been a while, maybe I should give BHA a chance again, mainly because I have been getting countless of blackheads stuck on my cheeks and it was so difficult to get rid of them. And for this, BHA is really good and known for clearing out all the impurities from your clogged skin. However, it does appear as a form of blackheads and also acne. So in this video, the past few weeks I have been trying the Be The Skin Pore Zero range. You can see here there are 4 items in this nice cool minimalist green blue shade, and it's a new Korean brand which I thought was pretty interesting because they actually claim to target blackheads using willow bark, a very famous BHA component. Now I'm going to show you each of these 4 products one by one, how I use it, the application, and finally the results and my review at the end of the video. The first item in this series is the BHA Plus Pore Zero Cleansing Foam. It contains 1% willow bark, which I think is not that high or too bad, as well as other green fruits that help to exfoliate the skin from within. The consistency is like a typical cleansing foam, white, thick, and as you lather it up, it does foam very slightly, however not too bubbly, which is actually not that bad. The smell is so strong, guys. It's like a really strange pungent alkaline mint. It's very peculiar and actually not really my favorite. After washing it off, I noticed immediately that my skin felt so clean. Like, they weren't kidding when they said zero waste. Literally all of the oil has been stripped off my skin and it has that squeaky feeling. I had a very slight tingling sensation using this cleanser, which made my skin feel a bit funky. I don't know, probably because it was dried and stripped out. The next item to follow the cleanser is the toner. This is the BHA Plus Pore Zero Toner, 85% willow bark. That's a really high amount, and it also contains glycerin and propanediol, really good moisturizing ingredients to hydrate your skin. So they claim that this toner is actually suitable for daily use. I find it really hard to believe because it's really potent and you're kind of overdoing it by over exfoliating your skin. So I actually would not use this every day, probably like every alternate day. The product is a clear, transparent liquid which is slightly runny. It almost reminds me of having hyaluronic acid toners, but it does not. And as you apply in the face, it's really easy to glide over. I thought this was actually quite a good item in the whole list because it just felt very simple and straightforward to use. Like, after a few minutes, all the product has been absorbed in. So that's what I really liked about it. It wasn't heavy, it wasn't greasy, or it wasn't even too light. Really a decent toner. The next item, and one of the more potent one, is the Pore Zero Serum. Now, right off the bat, you can see straight away that this is green in color compared to the rest. And this is because it contains chlorophyll inside it, which I thought, wow, that's quite different. As well as 4 types of cica listed right here. Extra ingredient that is different in here is it contains AHAs. Now, AHA is the one that renews the outer layers of your skin vigorously compared to BHA, which is targeted for the deeper pores. So in essence, this is a 2-in-1 product, which is even stronger than expected. The texture is a slight viscous green slime and it's slightly runny when you drop it down. When I apply on my face, it is quite heavy and it leaves a shiny texture, taking a bit of time to absorb, maybe like 5 minutes of constant patting. And I usually apply it over my affected areas, which is my jaws and my cheeks. I wouldn't necessarily apply this over my whole face, maybe on the concerned areas. Last but not least, we have the Dark Spot Zero Cream. This one is a fairly slim tube, about 35 ml, and I don't assume this to be the full coverage kind of cream. It's more like you apply it on your spots. What's different about this compared to the rest of the items is this is actually a dual function whitening and anti-aging for wrinkles and dark spots. In this case, the BHA is meant to accelerate the skin renewal of the dark spots to lighten it, and also it removes melanin pigments from the dark spots. I'm actually a bit confused on why there is a anti-aging wrinkle cream in this blackhead range. I usually apply this on my affected areas such as dark spots or maybe even directly on a blackhead. So for me, I apply this directly on those individual spots, and the rest of my face, I have to use another general moisturizer so that I don't kind of over exfoliate my skin. Therefore, this is mostly a specialized cream. Alright, now I'm done with the application. It's time to talk about my honest review. Where do I begin? I'll show you again the results and the progress I've been using it from the first week. This is how my skin looked like. It was fairly blotchy at the lower areas, but the upper part was still okay. As weeks go by, when I used it, my skin broke out a lot. There was never ending blackheads and pimples on the left side of my face. It was just absolute havoc, absolute chaos. Every day a new blackhead would form, or some kind of whitehead, or maybe even a boil. And this implies that maybe the BHA is drawing out the deeply rooted bacteria that has been stuck in my pores for the past few weeks, and now it's resurfacing. Quite a shocking experience. On the other note, what I do like about it is it did make my right side of my face even better. This is so strange, guys, I'm not kidding. The right area of my cheeks used to have a lot of blackheads and congested pores, but after using this range, it became so much better. I'm so confused. One side of my face became better, the other side just became worse. I rarely even notice any tiny blackheads on my nose or even on my right cheeks, where I would get lots of tiny blackheads. It's all gone. Not even a single blackhead at all for this part. So there you have it, guys, my experience using the Be The Skin Pore Zero range. It definitely will make your skin purge, that is confirmed. But on the other aspect, you will get clearer skin at some areas. Just be prepared to deal with the carnage of all these explosive blackheads, which will subside after a while and you will get marks instead. So now I will have to wait a few more weeks to see what will happen. Will I finally get the renewed clean and clear skin? Only time will tell. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!